ṣàròkọ ire. Olúwa o, wá ṣàròkọ ire. Ọlọ́run.
Yes, put it down so we can cover.
My name is Professor.
No, put it down
Madam.
so we can
I
cover
am
it.
from
No,
Imo
just,
State, and also I was born in Lagos. I schooled in Ibadan, and I am Minas representative here in the United States, and I live in North Carolina. The reason we are here today, I am speaking on behalf of the Noah Niger family. And I want to make sure that people that are living in that Noah Niger country area understand their components, the evils. Most of us that are agitated in the name of IPOB, I want you to know that you are welcome in this struggle for leaders to have a referendum. All other agitation groups in the Southeast, whether you are Ijo, Security, Imo, yes, all the states, Imo, Anambra, Enugu, Abia, Ebonyi, River State, Delta, all these states are honored to go and make a Congress. All the groups, you are invited. And now I spoke to some of my IPOP friends, and I told them to come and join us for what leaders represent is an umbrella of all other groups in Nigeria, the middle belt, the Yoruba, and the And I want you to understand that why we are here today at the United Nations headquarters here in New York is to make sure that we send our message across to the governments that are ruling us today. The government of our President Muhammad Buhari has told us in his 2015 campaign plan that he is going to keep this country safe. We are not safe today. Our people are dying. There's a lot of crisis in our neighborhoods and our villages. People are afraid to walk on the streets. We want that to stop. We do not want foreigners to invade our boundaries and borders. We do not want the Islamic fundamentalists to continue to terrorize us. We do not want our military securities and police to be compromised by those who we do not understand. We do not want our elected officials, our governors and senators and House of Representatives, and those in the State Assembly to take advantage of the promise, to take advantage of our voting rights and go to the State and National Assembly and share the money that was meant to develop our state and country, and our people are dying in poverty. We want all that to stop, and we want the world to know today on the convention of the 76th United Nations General Assembly, today General Buhari will be here to talk. I want the nations and the world to know that as a president, he has the right to defend our country. And if there's any atrocity going on and he has never spoken up, he either knows something or he is in support of it. And we want him to conduct a referendum to give these ethnic nationalities and individuals the opportunity to decide what they want. Whether they still want one Nigeria or they want to have 4 countries of about 200 million people. We want to be afforded that opportunity. And we are asking him to conduct a referendum now. We want him to conduct a referendum now. We want him to conduct a referendum now. And we do not want further elections until this is done. And I want the governors of all the 36 states to take note of it, to start the journey to election until a referendum is conducted. We are not taking away their power to govern their space. What we are trying to tell them is to understand the transitional government that is going to be conducted by United Nations. The United Nations is going to come and they are going to let them continue to be governors in their own space while the 167 ethnic groups in Nigeria decide whether they want to be in Nigeria or to continue to have their own nation. Now, do not forget that Nigeria is a secular state. And what that means, there is a separation of church and state. One ethnic group cannot implement a particular religion on all of us.
That's right.
We cannot be Islamite. I know Islam as a religion is a peaceful one, but this little minority of fundamentalists are taking advantage of the rest of the religion that Muhammad started to blackmail the rest of the population.
Yes.
We want that small minority group to cease, to stop killing our people, and to understand that the message of Prophet Muhammad is a peaceful one.
Yes.
We want them to understand it.
Stop killing our people.
I would suggest all people, wherever you are, all Yoruba, all ethnic groups in Nigeria, whether you are Anan, Europe, or Akan, Security, wherever you are, please rise up and believe that the country that we have now is not working for all of us. And we need a new perspective and a new nation that is going to be inclusive in all of our needs and rights so that our children will live to see another better country. Right now, Nigeria is not working for us. So I want to thank all of you for having me here. And I would like just understand that the 1999 Constitution is a fraud. We the people didn't make it. We the people didn't make it. And Constitution is the basis of any country to stand. So right now, that Constitution is out of the way. It has been regulated by one of the signatories to the December 16th Constitutional Force Majeure. I signed it. I was one of them. And I want you to know, right now, that Constitution is setting aside, and the United Nations General Assembly is called upon to come right now, not tomorrow, right now, to conduct a referendum and tell the government that is now occupying Ashram that they have no more power to share money. They have no more power to borrow money from foreign countries. They have no more power to do anything under that constitution until we conduct referendum. Thank you very much.
Go, sir. Go, sir. Go, sir. Now. That is Professor Ekele that just spoken to the United Nations. That as President Muhammadu Buhari will be speaking at the United Nations, that it needs to be questioned why they're killing, why he's killing his people and nothing is being done. And all the people are asking after is to sanction the referendum. No more election in Nigeria. Right now, we are preparing, before reference, we are preparing to go to the Times Square and march down to the consulate house, Nigerian consulate house, then we move to the United Nations.
Good afternoon, sir. I can't know. I'm here this afternoon to give you some words of encouragement.
That's one of the referees that came to represent the Christian body for the indigenous people.
Before we can ship anything, we have to have a country that is secure. Whatever our anticipation is going to be, we must security first. The killing should be stopped. The raping should be stopped.
Yes.
The adoption with ransom should be stopped.
Yes.
If we can achieve that, it's more than just something. Whatever we can pursue will be perfectly done. As I'm telling you now, with all this what is going on in Nigeria, without secure our nation, our Yoruba land particularly, because it seems as when they are after us, and where we can be captured, the country is finished. Now I want us to do this thing diplomatically, with knowledge, with wisdom of Solomon, to see how we can work with whosoever in position of power this time, by any means necessary, like Malcolm X, that we got what we call security in Nigeria. Wherever part of Nigeria, either north, east, or south, even when we're ready to separate, east go to east, west go to west, north go to north, we will go peacefully. We cannot go in bloodshed. I want our determination to go in peace. I'm a peaceful person. I'm a leader in New York City here, not only in Nigerian community, in the entire city of New York.
Yes, Daddy.
So I know what I'm talking about. I talk to many politicians like myself, and the question they ask me that they have no problem to come. That they are coming to talk about peace, to stop killing, to stop kidnapping, to stop raping, to be sure that we can sleep with that both houses to be closed. So please, my brother and sister, I'm getting your support. Whatever your determination is all about, I'm with you. Because I'm a real Yoruba.
Referendum.
I'm an Ekiti man. So you know I'm a Yoruba. I'm an Yoruba. So you know I'm Yoruba. And a New Yorker in the country where I call home for over 40 years. In the city where I'm involved from local government to the federal government.
Wow.
As one of your representatives here.
We want referendum.
I'm ambassador here. If you want to Google my name, Google David. So I'm telling you this, please, let's put in prayer. And God will hear our prayer. I'm with you, and God is with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Daddy, all we want is referendum. Go, sir. Go, sir. Go, sir.
Okay, so now at this point, we are going to be on the move. So let's queue right here at the far, we should form 4 lines. And we'll have the banner in front of us. So the people who are going to be in the group will be carrying the leader's banner, and then we'll also have a bunch of the postcards, the demonstration cards. Now, let me just remind you, please, when we are done with the parade, please bring back those cards, because we're still missing some from yesterday. Please bring back those cards, and we can just put right there by that tree. Thank you so much. So let's move. We're on the move.
We are moving to the Times Square, and from Times Square, we're going right to the Consulate House, Nigerian Consulate House, and from there, we'll be moving down to the United Nations, where Joe Biden will be addressing the world leaders today. Stay tuned with us. Keep sharing, keep loving, keep liking. and let's hold our faith. The soonest Oduduwa nation is going to emerge. Igbo nation is going to emerge. The lower Delta, Niger Delta, the middle belt, they are going to emerge by the special grace of God. Don't give up. Don't be tired. Yoruba nation now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, well done. Great job. So we're walking down now. I take it. So we are, whilst they're doing that, I'm going to just play you a clip of Professor Banji Akintoye because we couldn't hear what he said earlier on. So we have a prepared speech that he released earlier on. It's gone.
Streaming from New York City, Ewa, I will be going off the camera now for a few minutes.
Okay.
People get ready for the marching, and I will be back shortly. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you go ahead. So now we are gonna go and do something now. I'm gonna play you a short clip of Professor Banji Akintoye, and let's listen to what he said earlier on. He released a statement yesterday, some hours I think ago yesterday, before today. Today was an impromptu thing where he said he will say a few things. Let's listen.
I welcome you all, representatives of the peoples of the South and Middle Belt of Nigeria, indigenous peoples of Nigeria representing 75% of the population and land area of Nigeria. We are here to bring before the world the disaster that is developing in Nigeria and to ask the United Nations as the voice of the world to intervene immediately to stop the disaster that is developing, the killing of people, the mass killing of people, and the destruction of property and lives, and the introduction into the stream of Al-Qaeda and ISIS from outside Nigeria. I cannot say more because of the technological problems, the network problems, but you all know what I'm saying. I welcome you all. We ask the United Nations to organize a referendum so we can exercise our right to choose whether to continue to live with these people or not. Thank you all, welcome, and may God give us the victory that we seek. We shall overcome.
I like the last words, the words I spoke at the end. Let us listen to that one more time. Here we go.
I welcome you all, representatives of the peoples of the South and Middle Belt of Nigeria, indigenous peoples of Nigeria representing 75% of the population and land area of Nigeria. We are here to bring before the world the disaster that is developing in Nigeria and to ask the United Nations as the voice of the world to intervene immediately to stop the disaster that is developing, the killing of people, the mass killing of people, and the destruction of property and lives, and the introduction into the stream of Al-Qaeda and ISIS from outside Nigeria. I cannot say more because of the technological problems, the network problems, but you all know what I'm saying. I welcome you all. We ask the United Nations to organize a referendum so we can exercise our right to choose whether to continue to live with these people or not. Thank you all, welcome, and may God give us the victory that we seek. We shall overcome.
We shall indeed overcome. A máa borí àwọn ọ̀tá, kì í ṣe pé wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n ní mo fẹ́ kẹ́ nígbàgbọ́ yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbọ́ láti àwọn ọ̀dọ́ màmá wa, Hajia Queen, ẹ káàsán, ẹ bá wa gbóhùn sókè, ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣe báyìí.
Ẹ fún mi ní 5 minutes, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sir, ẹ fún mi fẹ́ wọ́ sí ẹ fún mi 5 minutes.
Okay, all right. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbọ́, wá àṣàfihàn dúró, àwa máa dúró de alàgbà Yoruba Kingdom, alàgbà orúkọ eré, ẹ káàsán. So, tamale bá wa sọ gbọ́dọ̀ nǹkan àbí méjì. So, I'm trying to, ẹ má bínú, mo máa Sheba and saying. Okay, me was just some pin her from the 1 second. What am I gonna do? Gallery. Okay, let me unpin her from remove pin. Okay, so now we got it. So I'm gonna add pin. So anyway, I'll be the one doing the talking at this point because others are probably busy. Are you free? Media, are you free at all? Are you we're waiting for others to come in? Okay, right. I'm gonna just make myself the let's do this.
Hey, well, please let the viewers my studio in place. I think it's on 40 FM or Aja.
Okay. Oh, are you in there? Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
please,
I'm with you now. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're in. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You can come on in. So let's do this way. Okay, and then gallery and then add. Whoa, mute yourself. Okay, and here. So welcome back to the studio. You're watching Oduduwa TV Radio. We have with us Alaja Queen from Sam Fatis FM, and we have Ijile Radio. We have Yoruba Kingdom TV. And at one time we had Otuba as well, and a few others. And what we want to do is to just let's say a few words among ourselves to see how things are going. So welcome on board, Ekason, Alaja, Ekabo. Mute, that's your mute. So welcome on board, Ekason, Alaja, Ekabo. So we need you to unmute. Somebody's calling me 1 second. Oh, hello. Sorry, hello. Hello. Right now it is okay. Okay, Lebara so won't call. Say I want Laja, so share and go and sing Laja. Okay, you're come February Coco here about that. Okay, I saw. I'm going.
Because nǹkan tó ń bá àwọn èèyàn lẹ́rù ní Nàìjíríà nìyẹn ẹ wo rally tí wọ́n ṣe lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀wò kan tó ṣe fáwọn èèyàn kọ́ máa bá wa sọ fún àwọn United Nations náà pé we have freedom for self-determination ní pé sọ pé kọ́ máa ṣe anything fún wọn kọ́ jẹ́ kọ́ jáde kọ́ jẹ́ everybody fẹ́ òun wọn wọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀ àwọn doctors àwọn university náà wọ́n ti fẹ́ daṣẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo everybody ní Nàìjíríà
ó ti fẹ́ dàrú.
Nàìjíríà gbogbo everybody ló ń suffer nípa àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà tó fi dórí àwọn táàsì ní Nàìjíríà gbogbo wa la suffer. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà kí ni wọ́n Nàìjíríà we are not benefit from Nigeria.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Kò sáǹfààní kankan rárá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn kọ́ ló ń torí Ọlọ́run kọ́ dẹ̀ sọ pé kọ́ máa yá Nàìjíríà lówó mọ́.
Kọ́ máa yá wọn ló.
We are not responsible for the money they borrow for the money. Any money they borrow Nigeria we are not responsible for it.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ ṣeun.
We are not achieve from there.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bá wọn náà.
Fi owó yẹn láàrin ara wọn sọ kí ló dé tó wá dá gbèsè sí wa lọ́rùn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni,
Kí ló dé tó
ẹ
dá
ṣeun.
gbèsè sí wa lọ́rùn.
Ẹ ṣeun gan ni, ó tọrọ.
Mo ti wá kékeré ni mo ti gbọ́ pé Nàìjíríà máa dà ó bàjẹ́ sí
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú wa kọ́ tètè ronú.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n máa ronú, wọ́n máa rí ìbínú Ọlọ́run.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Torí gbogbo wa la ń bínú.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ìbínú Ọlọ́run máa dé sórí gbogbo wọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Gbogbo àtàwọn ọba, wọ́n ní ká má sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn ọba, kọ́ tó fi ń kó wa jẹ nìyẹn. Ẹ má
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
bá àgbàlagbà, ẹ má bá àgbàlagbà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Nǹkan tó fi ń rẹ́ wa jẹ nìyẹn.
Ó tọrọ ẹ
Gbogbo
kúkú.
wọn kọ́ dìde àti politician o àti olóṣèlú o àti àwọn ọba kí gbogbo wọn kọ́ dìde.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Gbogbo wa wà ní ìrìn àjò àti àwọn fámìlì wa sílẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà. Àwa àṣìṣe tó yẹ ká ṣe. Kí gbogbo wọn dìde kí gbogbo àwọn ọba yẹn torí wọ́n máa rí ìbínú Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n máa rí ìbínú Ọlọ́run. Buhari wá sí Ìbàdàn ọ̀sẹ̀ àmọ́kọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Network o. Hello, network. Wọ́n pè láti ṣé kí n ṣe Libya náà ti pè yẹn náà 965 ọ ní mi mọ kò jẹ. Network yẹn ti ṣe wàhálà but ẹ ti gbọ́ ń tẹ sọ́ńbẹ̀ yẹn náà. Hello, ṣé ń gbọ́ wa? Okay, ó ti já. Wọ́n á pè padà again. So ẹ ṣeun Alájà ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Oh, okay, ṣé ti fẹ́ wọlé padà? Shema Wole Pada. Omoba, are you coming back in?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I didn't know it was on. We are preparing for the marching. Just hold on for me. I'm going to turn on the camera.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay. It's live on air. Bye. I'm mixing. Oh yeah, my soul there. Mungwani.
All right, let's
Benny. Okay. Okay. Benny. 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 Benny.
Yeah. How are you? I brought a brother from you from.
Benny. Benny. Okay. Eshon Goni. Okay, Eshon. Me tí mo bá ready, but then come to think pé wọlé. Ẹ má gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ alájà, so a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn, but ẹ jẹ́ gbé call yìí. Ó yá, ẹ pé ẹ káàsán o. Hello, ẹ bá gbóhùn sókè. Hello. Okay, sir. Ẹ káàsán. À ń gbọ́ yín. Àwa ni ẹ sir. Benny. No medical treatment. Mo ń gbọ́ yín. Benny, sir. Ẹ sọ pé medical treatment. À ń gbọ́ yín, Benny.
Reverend.
Okay. Ẹ ṣeun gan sir. Ẹ ṣeun. I'm láti padà lọ live in studio. I decline all calls and sing. Now, right now, the calls, we have to decline all the calls. We have to go back live on air. We have to go live on air now because they're live back now. So, let's just bring her back in.
No problem.
We will come back again. Remove pin. Remove pin. Okay, now. So they're back. What about I want to say? So we have to follow the match. Very important that we follow the match. And everybody else, those of you, anything, right? Okay. So what in she protest yẹn kẹ́rí pé àwọn èèyàn tí ń pọ̀ díẹ̀ sínsìn so àwọn èèyàn ṣì máa dára pọ̀ mọ́ wa kẹ́rí pé àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ díẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe pọ̀ lánàá náà nìyọ́dẹ̀ kan tẹ̀ bóyá tẹ̀ kan ti pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ nípa pọ̀ so ìyá alájà yìí náà lè bá wa sọ 1 or 2 tí nǹkan bá ti sọ gbọ́dọ̀ nǹkan méjì lórí kí lẹ rí kíní yìí sí protest sí mà ẹ bá wa mute.
Ó tún àwọn lọ wọ́n tún wà more organized ju ti àná lọ kí Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí ṣe dáadáa ju tàná lọ àdúrà káàkiri náà nìyẹn wọ́n kọ́ náà dẹ̀ tún gbé èwo ní Nàìjíríà yìí I understand o.
Wọ́n láti gbìyànjú ẹlẹ́ o Oh, no, okay, on fẹ̀jẹ̀ sórí ẹ̀ ni.
Oh, I see. I was being calculated.
That is why we are marching today. That is why we are crying to the whole world to come and save ourselves in the country called Nigeria. Nigeria is killing its people because the president is trying to take over the country. The president is trying to Islamize. He is trying to Islamize the whole country. The country is on the precipice of war. We don't want war. We want peace. That is why we are crying to the whole world today to rise up to the occasion for which the United Nations is founded, to promote peace all over the world, to stop war before it happens. So what do we want?
Referendum.
What do we want?
Referendum. Now. Now.
Referendum. We are seeking for referendum. We want to leave the country called Nigeria. We are no more interested in becoming part of Nigeria because Nigeria is killing its people. Nigeria is killing its people. Nigeria is killing the citizens there. The president doesn't care because he's part of the problem. He is part of the problem. Buhari is part of the problem. That is why he's negotiating with terrorists. That is why he's giving them money to go buy more ammunition. But Buhari is deceiving the whole nation. Buhari is deceiving the whole nation. Not just Nigeria, but the whole world. Nigeria knows that Buhari is deceiving the whole world. He is the first commander of the
We are moving to the Times Square, and from there we are going to the Nigerian Consulate House, and after then we are marching to the United Nations building because Joe Biden will be addressing the world leaders today.
Because of insecurity. No matter what I say to the market, because of insecurity. You cannot travel on the road in Nigeria again because of insecurity. Kidnapping every day, raping, maiming, destruction of life and property is the order of the day in Nigeria. What do we want?
Referendum!
What do we want?
Referendum!
That is why we are here. What we are demanding for is referendum out of Nigeria. Referendum out of Nigeria. We don't want to be part of Nigeria again. Nigeria is killing its people every day. Nigeria is killing its people every day. They are the ethnic nation in Nigeria. They are still going on in Nigeria. Every day raping, every day kidnapping. Save our soul! Save our soul! That's why we are here. Pray to the whole world. Save our soul from Buhari. Save our soul from colonization. Save our soul from jihadis. Save our soul the whole world. Save our soul. What do we want?
Referendum!
What do we want?
Referendum!
When do we want it?
Now!
When do we want it?
Now!
We want referendum. Today, not tomorrow. We want referendum. Right now, right now. The whole world we are coming to see, we are coming to you. Right now, for the reason died, United Nations was formed. Let us go, let's go, let's go. What do we want?
Referendum!
Where do we want it? Where do we want it?
Now!
Yes, we want referendum. We want referendum for the people in Nigeria. They are crying out to the whole world to come and save their soul. In Nigeria, people are crying to the whole world. Save our soul. Save our soul from Buhari. Save our soul from bloodshed. Save our soul from kidnapping. Save our soul from honesty. Save our soul from activity. Save our soul from genocide. How many have we got to now?
Referendum! Referendum!
Nigeria was supposed to lose, and now that imposition is killing us. That is why we are here to cry to the whole world. To rise up before Nigeria descends into total chaos. Rise up right now, everyone. Rise to save Nigeria. Ransom, ransom, to save the people in Nigeria. Why are we here? Why are we here? Why are we here? Yes, we are here to call for referendum in Nigeria. Let the people determine where they want to be. Let the people determine how they want to be governed. Let the people determine if they want to be part of Nigeria or they want to leave Nigeria. It is very important. Why are we here?
Referendum.
Why are we here?
Referendum.
To demand for referendum. To demand for referendum. For our people that are being massacred and killed every day. Life is not safe anymore in Nigeria. Life is no more safe in Nigeria. Nigeria has become another cheerful life. Another cheerful life. Killing, raping, kidnapping every day on the street of Nigeria. You cannot travel again on the street of Nigeria because of banditry and terrorism. Why are we here? Why are we here?
Referendum.
Why are we here?
Referendum.
Why do we need it?
No.
Why do we need it? Yes, we need referendum in Nigeria. We need referendum in Nigeria. We are calling for referendum in Nigeria because Nigeria is these people. The government of Muhammad Buhari is the one behind terrorism. The government of Buhari is the one behind terrorism in Nigeria. That is why has not done anything about it. Because these people, the Fulanis, are the ones going around, killing, blaming, killing and raping.
Referendum.
Okay, you're still watching
Referendum. Shout it.
the Million Man March. We're trying to get quite a lot of people to come down. It's going to be over 4 days, 10 days, 14th to the 24th of September. So watch out for it. Please continue to support.
We are in the front of Nigeria Consulate House now.
Okay.
That is where we are. We are in the front of Nigeria Consulate building, where Nigeria government representative governs their citizens that are living in the United States of America.
All right, the people of the world, the United States, the United Nations, we are the people of Nigeria. We are here, all the nationalities, want to tell the world that we are sick and tired of the operation of the government in Nigeria. Nigeria is a democratic government. In a democratic government, there are three arms of the government. The executive, the legislature, and the judiciary.
We're in the front of Nigeria Consulate building now.
The executive is man only by one ethnic group. The Fulani, Muslims. The judiciary is man by the same.
We can play there now.
There's space.
This is a Nigerian consulate building. The worst embassy in the world. Nigeria embassy. The worst of all embassies. Killing us. Killing its citizens. Referendum! 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 Now! This is the building. This is the building. Nigerian Consulate building. The Federal Republic of Nigeria building. This is it. See? They made it there. Referendum! Now! Now!
They are outside the Nigerian embassy in New York. They are at the doors of the Nigerian embassy in New York. They will be holding a statement there, so it's good for us to know.
Referendum! Referendum! This is Nigeria Embassy, the seat of government in New York and United States of America, the worst of it all. This is it. What do we want? Referendum! What do we want? Referendum! When? No. What do we want? Everybody shout, what do we want? What do we want? Do you want election? Do you want 2023 election? Do you want one Nigeria? What do we want?
Please leave this place. Leave this place. People are going to be passing. We want to appeal for security of whoever is in this building. Yes. This is our building. Yes. It was our tax and oil money. The people here are not representing us. They have not to stop the process of election for 2023 because we want something better. What do we want?
Referendum!
What do we want?
Referendum!
These referendums will come at what time?
Now!
Nigerians, listen. This is a golden moment in our history. We want change. And that change will come through referendum. What do we want?
Referendum!
We are tired of taking away the commonwealth of Nigeria. We are tired. Let us go our way peacefully. We don't want protest any longer.
Yes.
What do we want?
Referendum!
What do we want?
Referendum!
Well, we are here at the headquarters of the Nigerian government in New York. And I can tell you, even the workers at this embassy are not happy with what is going on in our country. And we have experienced a lack of leadership in our own particular. Ordinarily, even getting a Nigerian passport in this office is a problem. We do not have a foreign service that taxpayers in Nigeria that are doing. Even the ambassadors and all the diplomats are not happy with the current dispensation of our nation. We are here today to demand for a referendum because the Nigerian state has failed its citizens. As we are here today, even the foreign service, people are walking by. Ordinary service, they don't even know the number of Nigerians in the United States. They have no service to us. And we are here paying for this building that the diplomats and the Nigerian government acquire in the name of our government. Nigeria today is a peaceful state and we have to have president. And as a result, we want a referendum to decide whether we want to stay in this union or not. All the indigenous nations, people in the Nigerian middle belt, the Yoruba state, the lower Niger, I mean the two-thirds of the country of Nigeria is refusing to be in this union. And we want to go and decide for ourselves. Let the other 12 states in the north decide already. They have already decided where they want to belong. We do not want any imposition of Islamization of the country. We do not want the killings happening in the middle belt and in the Niger lower Congress area. And even in the Yoruba land. All the atrocities need to stop.
Yes.
And to stop fighting for this building.
Yes.
And the United Nations need to stop to give them seats at the General Assembly and the referendum is conducted.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. And then,
please, can we get please, please, can we get something around here, please?
you know all the embassies in the country, not just the United States, all over the world that people have an embassy is an item. You wouldn't be ashamed to call yourself a Nigerian. But even the workers beg for money. They beg for money to feed their children because the Nigerian government is not paying them. All the services are not doing well. Therefore, we demand for a referendum. This government, by the power of the Constitution that is enough, needs to stop. And they need to give the people the power to decide their fate. Thank you. And I appreciate the effort we want to do here today to make the statement that the world will know that Nigeria will not continue the way they are now. Thank you. From far and there, a lot of us travel from Nigeria to Maryland. So, because we are not happy that in this market among our people, that the nation has paid everybody, except the Fulani marginalization, the marginalized the rest of the country. How do we know this?
Look at the child. And they have that children here. And he's showing like, on the tower and his man, I'm going to see one. In my backyard, I'm going to picture of the people on your side. I'm showing them to the world. That is monster. That is monster. That is monster.
Yeah, we know that's what they will do. This is what the Nigerian government does. They will go and get the police to try and disrupt it now. But rest assured, we are not going anywhere. Those pictures, please share. We urge you, those of you who are coming in, share, share, share. This is what we will be doing all over the world in every embassy for that useless contraption. We need to confront them with their lies. We need those pictures to face them in the face, stare them in the face. We are tired of the killings and we are not going to relent. So we support this peaceful protest by Ninas. They have every right to be there. The killings, look at the burning, that's a burnt child by being carried by the dad. RIP One Nigeria. We want referendum now.
We have an officer from the Nigerian embassy taking the pictures of everybody here.
That's him there. That's the
officer,
man there.
One of the people working for the Nigeria consulate is taking the picture
from him.
People who are present in the Nigerian consulate. That's what is going on now. He's taking the pictures of everyone here, and we don't know what is going to happen.
But
as we know, that
this
government is all about to hunt everybody out.
You should take the camera from
in
him.
Nigeria. This is what they do in all over the world. They did it in UK.
That's the man over there taking the pictures of people.
Try and take the camera from him as well.
That's him. That's the man. That's the man taking the picture.
Take the camera from him.
We will take
That's the man taking the picture of people, taking the picture of everybody.
Taking pictures of actions.
Try and take the camera from him as well.
Nonsense.
Why are we here?
Nigeria passports. I wonder who wants the passports.
Exactly.
We are moving to the Times Square now. We are moving on to the Times Square.
Okay, good.
You can talk about this now. You can see we have an officer that came out to meet us from the consulate building, and he started taking the pictures of people.
Yeah. We need to know, we'll get a picture of him later.
That man had a god. They should have taken the camera and
they don't want to do that because they may come and make excuses.
Nigeria.
When do we want it?
In Nigeria.
When do we want it?
Now.
We want the referendum now. When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Referendum.
What do we want? We want a referendum in the country called Nigeria because Nigeria is in total mess. Nigeria is collapsing. Nigeria is falling apart. Before it develops into civil war, into total war, we are calling on the power that be to rise up right now and save Nigeria from total collapse. From total collapse. Nigeria is not working for everyone. It has not been working and cannot work. So therefore, we are calling on everyone to conduct referendum in Nigeria. Conduct referendum for Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the country. The country is not working. We are calling on everyone to hear our cries, hear our plea. Conduct referendum in Nigeria. Give us referendum in Nigeria. Give us referendum in Nigeria. What do we want?
Referendum!
What do we want?
Referendum! Referendum! Nigeria! Yes. Yes. Yes.
What is the terrorist?
Nigerian government enabling terrorism. We say no more to that. We say no more to raping of girls. We say no more to killing and maiming. No more to that. Holding the ransom of women, of girls, of our youth, of our leaders. We say no more to you coming onto our property, onto our land, onto our land, and then we say no more. We need our rights. We need now. We need our freedom from Nigeria. We want to our own. We have the right to self-determination. We have the right to stay in our homeland. We have the right to be on our heritage. We have our own ethnic heritage. We cannot have anybody come and find our parents, find our fathers, and our mothers, only to destroy, only to kill, only to maim, only to subjugate us. And we say no more, no more. Referendum. No. Referendum. No, and we say referendum. This Luther. And let me share.
Yes.
So we are all here. I want to say welcome again. Those of you who are just joining us, you're of course watching the Million Man March rally in New York, whereby we have a number of people have given speeches. Professor Banjakitoye have given a major speech, and others, Tony Nadi and Jean May, and many people have spoken, all in support of referendum now and disintegration, dismantling of contract in Nigeria. Not too long ago, they just walked past the Nigerian embassy where somebody was taking a picture. So we'll continue to watch now. There's more and more. Continue to follow and support this rally. It's going to go on until the 24th of September. Please, let's do all we can. The more of us in New York that can come out, the better.
And give the twins and get them to church. He don't act the twins up. He don't act the twins up in front of the father that does get bad. This is abomination and it is going on in Nigeria. What do we want? What do we want? Where do we want it? Where do we want it? Yes, I want referendum. We are calling for a referendum for people. Let us determine where we want to be. Let us determine how we want to be governed. You cannot impose a country on a people. It is by a choice. It is by a choice, not by imposition. You cannot impose country on the people. Impose country is killing us. Nigeria is killing people. That is why we are here to unlock the whole world of what is going on in Nigeria. Why are we here? Why are we here? Why are we here? We are marching for referendum for our people. Marching for referendum. We are marching for referendum for our people. Referendum. 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 Referendum now. Referendum now. Referendum now. For Nigerian people. Referendum now. For the Nigerian people. Referendum now. Enough of bloodshed. Enough of killings. Enough of genocide. Enough of ethnic cleansing. Enough of ethnic cleansing. Somebody deceived the whole world. He's a pretender. He is a pretender. A master manipulator. He is the one behind the terrorism in Nigeria. He is the one giving them money and negotiating with them. What do we want? What do we want? Where do we want it? Where do we want it? Yes, we want referendum. We are calling for referendum in Nigeria. We want to determine where we want to be. We want to determine where we want to be. We want to determine where we want to be. We want to determine where we want to be. How we want to be governed.
Yes, we tell them. What do we want?
Referendum.
What do we want?
Referendum.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
In Nigeria.
What do we want?
In Nigeria.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Now.
Referendum. Right now. In Nigeria. In Nigeria. Right now. Right now.
Wait.
And all we are saying, give us referendum. We want referendum. That is what we want. We will not relent. Yoruba nation now, Biafra nation now, Middle Belt nation now. They will not relent.
Europeans want a peaceful renegotiation of our national
Referendum. Hey, give us referendum. And give us referendum. Come on, sing it now. And all we are saying, give us a referendum. Come on, sing it now. And all we are saying, give us a referendum. Sing it with me. And all we are saying, give us a referendum. Come on, referendum now. We are tired of being killed in our own land. Support this movement. Support Yoruba nation. Support Biafra nation. Support Middle Belt or Lower Nigeria, whatever you want to call it. We need to leave contraption Nigeria. Continue to share this broadcast. Thank you. And all we are saying, give us referendum. And all we are saying, give us referendum. Now let's listen into what they're saying. I believe Omaba was talking to somebody.
Fighting for the unborn generation, the young ones.
We are not our ancestors. This is the new millennium. Buhari, don't excuse my language. We will fuck you up.
Buhari is a terrorist. Nigeria is citizen.
It's not a terrorist. Yes, Nigeria is a scam. Yes. Oh.
What is the
singing now? And all we are saying, give us referendum. And all we are saying, give us referendum. Come on, sing it now.
If you are black and your God is white, like
give us referendum.
My God is not black.
And all we are
my God is not white. It's not white. Sorry. You are black. India.
Let's listen again.
God do want Indian. Chinese, same thing. Black man, you need to know your enemy. We are marching to send Nigeria to the people of the world, to the people of the United States, and also on the left hand side, to the embassy of Mexican, with the
Give us referendum.
We're going to the Times Square, please.
Therefore, you can present your he has a good heart.
Yes.
That's an important mindset. You have to change. All it 3 lines.
Please audit.
And this is Nigeria.
Come on, make up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching.
Please, I'm going to pause now. For now, I'm going to be back in the studio, please.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Yoruba nation now. I say for your caro. Yoruba nation now. I say for.
I saw you.
Yoruba nation now.
They were. I want to one in United Nations.
Was one of PG at the United Nations earlier on. So we were doing a double stream. We were streaming from the United Nations and of course at the main event.
Nigeria.
Oh my gosh.
Why you are not representing us? You must never face the press once because of this fact.
Oh,
therefore, resign now, or you get impeached. To the Senate now, if Buhari doesn't get impeached, senators, you have to walk out of the house one by one because we voted for you, and we also know the process of getting you withdrawn from the house. We're gonna make the movement to get starting to withdraw the senators from the house. If you cannot impeach Buhari, this is not the type of government we want. These are the leaders of tomorrow. They are being killed, they are being kidnapped, they are being bombed, they are being raped, beheaded. We want the genocide to end now. We refute everything that is happening in Nigeria to absurdity. We put end to Nigeria now. This is the beginning of the end. We are moving to the United Nations.
Yes.
We are talking to the Security Council to bring peacekeeping down to Nigeria. The international cost of justice should come to Nigeria now because that is their function. And we are requesting as a member of the United Nations to go and put end to everything that is called Nigeria, to fake amalgamation, fake marriage, fraudulent marriage of 1914 by Lord Lugard. Now is the end. Is the end. This is
what do you have to say about the presence of Buhari in the United Nations?
The presence of Buhari in the United Nations is for us to speak to his face because my people back home in Nigeria cannot talk.
When you speak up, they proscribe you as a terrorist. They come and arrest you. They come and invade your home the same way they invaded the Igboho's house, killing people, arresting them. And I'm using this opportunity to tell you to release the DK now. The DK is not a terrorist. Sunday Igboho is my own God. Sunday Igboho is my own Messiah. He is my own Messiah. He's my leader. I'm standing for him. I'm speaking up for him. Release Igboho now. Release the DK now.
Oladele.
Release Oladele now. Release Oladele now.
Stop chasing the agitators.
And stop chasing the agitators. And
we are not terrorists.
We are not terrorists. And if you chase one agitator, we have already prepared 40,000 more agitators to stand up. We have no leader, nobody to be arrested. This is not the issue of divide the center. You cannot divide no one. We are going to decentralize this movement. We are impeachable, we are impeccable, we are inarrestable, we are unstoppable. No retreat, no surrender. Aluta continua.
Well done.
Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá àti gbogbo Southerners àti sùn ti pẹ́. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ planization wọn ti pẹ́. Ìgbà tí wọ́n wá sí Ìkẹjà Cantonment tán pa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Wọ́n ní pé bomb blast. Wọ́n mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ ṣé ni wọ́n fi dìtò ọ̀bẹ pé kí àrùn kó bàbá sí ní South. Wọ́n kún jẹ́ gbogbo àrùn wọn lọ sí North. Òun náà ṣe lọ kọ́ gbogbo military zone wọn. Even the air zone sí North. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká jí oorun tá a sùn ti tó. Bá a bá tètè gbára wa, wọ́n fẹ́ pa wá run ni ẹ má jọ pa wá run o. Yoruba nation now. Biafra now. Middle Belt now.
Lower Niger Delta.
Lower Niger Delta now.
God bless you, Mom. What do you have to say to the world about this movement?
It's been awesome. We're fighting a good cause. Give us our nation. We came all the way from Georgia to New York.
You came from Georgia?
Yes.
Wow.
We came from Georgia to ask for our nation. Give us Yoruba nation.
Yoruba
Give
nation.
us Yoruba nation. Now, I support Biafra. I support Igbo nation, Igbo nation, Yoruba nation, anything but Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you want for the youth of the coming nation?
I want us to be able to grow up in a land. I want us to be able to grow up in a land where we can be happy, where we can be not afraid to go outside, where I can go to my parents' land and I can be happy there. I shouldn't be stuck here. I should be able to go there. So I want us.
Are you afraid to go to Nigeria?
Yes, I am. I don't want to get kidnapped. I don't want to get raped. I don't want to have to go on the street and be afraid to go into a pothole. I want us to be able to split and then make our own country, make our own nation correctly, the right way.
Wow. How do you feel about the killing of the children and the raping of the women?
It's insane. It's sad. This is the 21st century. Stuff like that shouldn't be happening. We should be able to talk among each other. We shouldn't be afraid. We shouldn't be afraid to let our children outside because they might get kidnapped. I mean, I see the schools constantly. I see people coming back after getting kidnapped from the schools when they were supposed to just go to school, have a nice day, come back, be able to seek their education. People can't even get jobs because they won't let them. It's insane.
It's insane. Thank you. What message do you have for the United Nations as a citizen of this country and another citizen of Yoruba Nation?
I was born here. I was raised here. And I know that U.S. is supposed to be the country that helps advocate for other people, other countries, constantly seen as people that get up in other countries' business. But when it comes to Nigeria, when it comes to Black people, suddenly we're forgotten. As a UN, United Nations, you're supposed to help other nations of the world. And that's all we're seeking. We just want to break up. There's nothing more. There's nothing less than that. That's all.
Yoruba Nation?
Now.
And what do you want?
Yoruba Nation?
Through what? Referendum. Through what?
Referendum.
Through what?
Referendum.
Thank you, and see you in the Yoruba Nation. Now I'm going to join other people moving down to the United Nations. Yes. You can address the people. We just walk around some miles now.
Okay.
The sun, and we are not tired really, even though we are, but we are not tired of getting our freedom. Yeah. But what we are intending to do now is, because we have schedules for each day, so we are going to have our gathering again in the front of United Nations, because Joe Biden will be addressing the world leaders today.
Yes.
So
what time would that be? What time would that be?
let me get the information right. So we don't mind whatever the time is.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is we are going to pass our message down to the United Nations Assembly.
Okay.
That we want sanctions.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Okay.
I'll take a break.
Yeah.
And I'll join you back.
And well done. Listen, congrats to you all, to TJ and yourself and Arule and others for the work, and the entire team. Joseph, great work. We are truly grateful. We'll talk to you later on. Thank you. That's Yafin Maba doing a fantastic job covering the Million-Man match and working tirelessly for Yoruba Nation. Now let's bring people in the studio in. I've got with me Alaja. She should have spoken earlier on, but we had to interrupt, so I apologize. Let's bring her back in so we can actually have 1 or 2 minutes of discussion, and we'll take turns at it. Alaja, welcome on board, and thank you for being patient through all this. Let's hear from you for a few minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Well done, Omoba. Well done. Can you imagine? Look at what they did in our embassy as well.
Yes.
Taking pictures of people and doing what with it? That's what they do in Nigeria. That's how they bully us.
Yeah.
When you are agitator, they will call you a terrorist. Can you imagine what they are doing to us?
Indeed.
I don't know. How long are we going to go for this? How long are we going to do this for in Nigeria? Outside Nigeria, and they are doing the same thing they are doing in Nigeria, taking pictures of people.
Yeah. Same thing.
I mean, yeah. Why?
It's really.
Back to back. Òun lè rí yẹn o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń wò wá láti àárọ̀, àwọn ìjọba amúnisìn, ìjọba apààyàn, ìjọba mùjẹmùjẹ. Wọ́n sọ ní ìsìn pé Buhari ó ti wà ní UN, ó ti wà ní meeting bẹ́ẹ̀. Kó máa fojú rí ẹ̀sìn tí òun ṣe níta, kó máa fojú rí nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe níta, kó máa fojú rí gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe tí ò bá tiẹ̀ lè wò ní Nàìjíríà, at least á rí ń bẹ̀ yẹn ní ìsìn. Bákan bákan á ṣàárí. Torí àwọn òbí òun ò bá rí, àwọn èèyàn tó máa rí tó máa fi wọn máa wà ń bẹ̀. Kí ojú àárí oríṣiríṣi, ojú ẹ̀ máa rí ibi gbẹ̀yìn ayé ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni, kì í ṣèpè, kì í ṣàdúrà. Nítorí pé kí ni òun tó ń pa ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tó dẹ̀ lérò pé òun máa jèrè ọmọ wọn, òun máa jèrè ọmọ tiẹ̀, kò possible lò. Nítorí nǹkan téèyàn bá gbìn lèèyàn máa ká. Kò possible kéèyàn gbé àlùbọ́sà kó hun ẹ̀fọ́, nǹkan tá a bá gbìn la máa ká. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé, òun ni àwọn ẹ̀rí àwọn tí wọ́n wà níta tó ń jà bìtàbìtà fún yín, tó ń jà tí wọ́n ń sọ oríṣiríṣi. Ẹ má ẹ̀ka náà ṣojo. Bó jẹ́ ká máa ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀, ká máa educate àwọn èèyàn wa, ká máa fún wọn ní awareness. Torí àwọn ẹlòmíì, àìmọye àwọn ẹlòmíì lọ tí ìmọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Bóyá nítorí pé kò sí internet, bóyá nítorí pé kò sí wọn internet náà ló ń fà á. Torí irú nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí, wọn ò ní ṣe lórí tẹ́lì, ẹ̀ ní gbọ́. Torí tó bá ṣe lórí tẹ́lì àbí tó ṣe níbì kankan tó sọ lórí rédíò ni, wọ́n máa tún lọ gbé àwọn náà ni. Àwọn ìjọba wa nìyẹn. Wọ́n máa ní wọ́n terrorist, wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ bí tí terrorist wà. Wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n tó ń terrorize àwọn èèyàn. Àwa tí à ń ṣí àwọn èèyàn lójú tá à ń sọ pé má pa wá, ẹ má ṣoríṣiríṣi fún wa. A fẹ́ lu wa, ó ti tó gẹ́, àfẹ́ wàhálà, àbáyín ṣe mọ́. Ìjọba apákáleke àfẹ́ mọ́. Ìjọba apààyàn àṣe mọ́. Àwa náà lè dá dúró, àwa náà ń pè ní terrorist. So nítorí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé, bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lè bọ́ síta kẹ́ ẹ ṣe táwa ń ṣe, ẹ máa ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ máa jẹ́ ká máa educate àwọn ọmọ wa, àwọn ìyá, àwọn màmá wa, àwọn bàbá wa. Ẹ máa sọ fún wọn, kẹ́ máa sọ fún wọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe, kẹ́ máa jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀, kẹ́ máa sọ fún wọn, ẹ máa fi hàn wọ́n. Ẹni tí ò bá ní internet, ẹ lọ fi wọn, kẹ́ gbé fún kẹ́ni ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀, ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀, ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ ṣe pamphlet, kẹ́ máa pín káàkiri fún àwọn èèyàn. Àti ìmọ̀ nǹkan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ní October 1st o, ṣùgbọ́n dáadáa ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àwọn ìyá wa kan, wọ́n ti ní àwọn máa ṣe protest, wọ́n ti náà máa ṣe rally fún October 1st yẹn. Ẹ rí ìjà abiyamọ, ẹ rí ìjà àwọn obìnrin. Nítorí pé kí ni kọ́lọ́run Ẹlẹ́dàá kó ṣàánú wa nílùú Nàìjíríà yẹn ni. Àwọn èèyàn kan tiẹ̀ wọ́n tó yẹ pé wọ́n sì ń sọ wípé bóyá lọ́lọ́ ń pa, wọ́n fẹ́ dàlúrú ni. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká fi tó yín létí pé àwọn ará bí ìbá wọn ti yí wa ká àwọn tí ẹ̀ ń rí tó ń kó wọlé lógún lọ́gbọ̀n yẹn àwọn ajagun ni o wọn kì í ṣe herdsman o wọn kì í ṣe bandit o àwọn ajagun tà ni wọ́n ń kó wá láti ìlú Mali láti Somalia káàkiri tí wọ́n kó wọn wá torí kìkìdá ṣe wọ́n kó wọlé fún election torí àwọn míì àsọ pé wọ́n kó wọlé fún election ni torí election tó fẹ́ ṣe kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o àwọn ajagun tà ni o wọ́n dẹ̀ ti wà lórí ní gbogbo ìlú wa wọ́n ti yí wa ká ní gbogbo ìlú Yorùbá ìlú Ìgbò gbogbo South ni wọ́n ti yí ká bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ wo ìyà tí wọ́n fi ń jẹ wá ẹ wo àwọn tax táwa ń rí Èkó nìkan wọ́n ní oṣù wọ́n ní wọ́n ń rí 38 billion lóṣù 38 billion ní Èkó ń rí ní oṣù gbogbo ìyà
no 46 billion ní pàápàá 46 billion ní wọ́n dá padà fún wa 9 billion nú ẹ̀.
46 billion lóṣù wọ́n dá 9 billion fún wa ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Haúsá pátápátá bẹ́ẹ̀ bí nǹkan bí 6 billion lọ́lọ́ ń rí lóṣù ẹ wá wò wọ́n wá fún àwọn níye tó ju tiwa lọ times 2 tiwa torí pé wọ́n ní local government jù wá lọ àwa là ń jìyà àwa là ń sọ táàsì àwa la dẹ̀ ń ṣe kí ni àwa ni wọ́n fún lówó kékeré wọ́n á gbà ńlá wọ́n fi fún wa ń kékeré ẹ̀rí bí ìyà ṣe ń jọmọ Yorùbá ẹ̀rí bí ìyà ṣe ń jẹ ẹ jẹ́ ká dìde ká gbára wa sílẹ̀ lórí ìjọba ìkà yìí ìjọba tí ò fẹ́ràn wa ìjọba tí wọ́n ń pa wá nípakúpa ìjọba tí wọ́n ń fi ọwọ́ ra àwọn ọmọ wọn lórí tí wọ́n ń pè wọ́n ní bandits they are only bandits they are not terrorists àwọn tó ń pààyàn tó ń kidnap tí wọ́n ń rape tí wọ́n ń ṣoríṣiríṣi fún wọn tí wọn ò jẹ́ kí àwọn ọ̀yà wa lọ sóko mọ́ tí wọ́n máa bà gbogbo èrè oko jẹ́ tí wọ́n máa ṣoríṣiríṣi tí wọ́n máa ṣe ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àgbẹ̀ tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n á gé wọ́n á da dùbúlẹ̀ wọ́n á dùn lọ́rùn ìsídàkọ́ gé lápá ìsídàkọ́ wọ́n á ṣoríṣiríṣi fún wọn wọ́n á pè ọ̀wọ́n yẹn wọ́n á pè wọ́n ní bandits láyé ìgbà táwọn wà ní kékeré ọ̀pá ló fi ń dẹran ṣùgbọ́n ní ìsinyìí ìbọn wọ́n fi ń dẹran A47 àbí AK47 òun ni wọ́n fi ń dẹran ọ̀wọ́n dẹran wọ́n di dáràndáràn síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọn ò rí kankan sọ sí àwa náà ni wọ́n máa tẹ pẹlẹ mọ́ tó máa ní nǹkan tá a ṣe ò dáa abẹ́ àwòrán nísìn àwọn tíṣà ti wọ̀ on strike àwọn doctors ti wọ̀ on strike nílùú Nàìjíríà nígbà tó sanwó fún wọn gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ kó ṣe ìlú tó yẹ kó ṣe ìlú adúláwọ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn ògo adúláwọ̀ ni wọ́n ti fọ́n jáde nígbà tí wọn ò bá rówó san tí wọn ò rọmọ rán léèwé ọmọ tó rán léèwé gan ọmọ náà bó bá jáde léèwé kò ní síṣẹ́ gbogbo àwọn obìnrin wọ́n dá ṣẹ́wó sí títì gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin tí wọ́n ti jáde wọ́n dọlọ́kadà ṣálómi tiẹ̀ rọ́kadà wọ̀ ni àbódi ẹni tó ń ta pure water ní títì kò tiẹ̀ lówó tó máa fi ṣọ̀kadà débi tó máa rí ọ̀kadà náà gùn pure water gálà lọ́ńtà títì àwọn ọkùnrin wa àwọn tí wọ́n bá tó bá dẹ̀ lítì jù tó bá fẹ́ ṣe yẹn wọ́n á di yahoo yahoo wọ́n á tún mú sí yahoo wọ́n á tún tẹ nídìí wọ́n ní plus yahoo àbí kí ló ṣe ń pè wọ́n á tún tẹ nídìí wọ́n á tún máa fi yẹn pààyàn wọ́n á máa fi yẹn ṣe
olóṣèlú. I'm back.
Okay.
I want to interview one of our daddy here.
Okay, go ahead.
How can we meet you, sir? What's your name?
My name is Alhaji Chief Olawale.
I'm going. Carry on.
Use my title.
Yes.
I'm Alhaji Chief Olawale Idris Sile.
Why are you here and what do you have to tell the world? Especially I know you will pray together, even though you are Alhaji. We pray together, both Christian, Muslim, but what do you have to tell all our Muslim brothers, our Alhaji, our Imam, about this Yoruba nation? Because many people are thinking it's all about religion.
Okay, thank you for that. I've done my best in the group I belong to. I happen to belong to the Yoruba community of the country. I've advertised this thing in the group. For people here, they don't see it's going to be something successful. Having the Yoruba mission is our target. We have different Yoruba groups. We have other people's groups, but we are working together. So I'm here because of INA arrangement. INA is Nigeria Indigenous Alliance President. And the team of our being together to come here is led UN know that the constitution run by Nigeria is fraud. We want this new major to celebrate, to happen. And whatever has been done, people are working on it to make it come to reality. So we want to let the world know that genocide is what's going on in Nigeria. President Muhammad Buhari is turning a deaf ear into what is happening. He is the president, is the grandparent of these bandits and terrorists. He doesn't want them to be branded as terrorists, but they are terrorists. So instead of camping on these people, he's camping on people that are agitating for self-determination. So we want the world to know people that are in detention under this DSS are just nice people that want freedom for their people. They are not terrorists, they don't kill. And those that are doing the killing, kidnapping, holding people to ransom, getting money, they are not facing them. We have the Boomies and the crew that are proud, telling us that is forefronting for this bandit. We are taking them, we are releasing them, we are putting them in the Nigerian army, and then we are surrounding the Yoruba nation. South, you want to eliminate all of us. So you can bring your Fulani people from Niger, from Sudan, from everywhere to come to Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't belong to you. It belongs to everybody. So we are agitating for self-determination. And we hope the United Nations will help us in getting this achieved. We want the 1999 Constitution to be destroyed entirely. So we have the something major petition. Okay, so we have the petition for that. So we don't want the election to be, because if anything happens, it's still going to be on the same 1999 Constitution. And this 1999 Constitution that you see, they come out a chapter, I think chapter 24 of it, which is decree by the military people. So that's what they are using. They just changing the name to show us that that's what it is. And most of the things that they are doing, they say one Nigeria. It's not one Nigeria. Most of the resources they are getting from the southern states are going into the northern state for the development of the northern state. So all this killing that is going on, nobody knows about it. So this is why we want them to know Nigeria is not the same.
One advice for our Muslim Christian brothers.
Yeah, please. This is not a religious issue. It's a national issue. Whether you saw a Muslim, you should see that everybody is equal. We have the third religion. If we are able to have, let's say, the nation stance, we don't want any people to talk about it. It's not the secular state. So don't see that they are Christian, no. We are actually
life.
Because these people really know, they don't care about life. The Muslims that we are talking about, these are Muslims that are, going against the Quranic teaching. Quran doesn't say killing. They're killing and then they're happy with that. They put up some young one's heads and then they're saying they're Muslim. This is not like that.
So as a Muslim, are you saying you condemn their heart?
Yes, as a Muslim, that's not what Quranic Muhammad didn't preach that. He didn't kill people that are against him. That's why I said mind. Because if you kill them, who do you want to do?
Thank you.
When you are killing us, who are those people that are left for us? So we don't want that. It's not a religious activity.
Thank you, Daddy, and I'm still going to see you again.
Yeah, no problem.
So what's the plan now? What's the plan now, Maba? Give us a rundown of what's going on.
Well, as Nigeria continues to work in the field of what seems its sure demands as one political union, we welcome you all warmly to this very important milestone in the carefully programmed advancement of the objectives of the December 16, 2021 Constitutional Force Majeure proclamation of a sovereignty dispute arising from grave constitutional grievances of the constituent components of Nigeria that must now be addressed by the operators of the Nigerian state. Today, the train of leaders, consultations, and engagements on the December 16, 2020 proclamation moves on from the government of Nigeria
to the peoples of Nigeria who are the true owners of the sovereignty, forcefully aggregated and federated as Nigeria. And the conference theme, activating people's powers. Let it be recalled that by the December 16, 2020 Joint Multi-Regional Constitutional Force Majeure, CFN, proclamation, a union dispute with the Federation of Nigeria, as represented by the federal government of Nigeria, was declared by the constituent components of Nigeria, cooperating under the aegis of Nigerian Indigenous Nationality Alliance for Self-Determination, that's NINAS, on account of grave constitutional grievances bordering on the unilateral imposition of unitary constitutional arrangements on Nigeria since 1999, which must be addressed forthwith, failing which the peoples of the alliance territories may have to reconsider their allegiance to the disputed 1999 Constitution. The full text of the proclamation was published as an advertorial in the Guardian newspaper of January 20, 2020 on pages 38, 39, 40, and 41. 2. That in the said proclamation, NINAS gave the federal government of Nigeria a 90-day period of notice within which to address 5 demands. And they are: 1. To formally acknowledge the sovereignty dispute as declared by NINAS. 2. To formally commit to the wholesale decommissioning of the repudiated 1999 Constitution. 3. To formally commit to the suspension of further national elections under the disputed 1999 Constitution. D, which is number 4, to formally commit to initiating a time-bound transitioning during which a 2-stage process for the distillation of successor constitutional arrangements founded upon the self-determination rights of the constituent components of Nigeria and ratified by regional referendums will be undertaken. Number 5, to formally invite the constituent nationality components of Nigeria to work out the framework, mandates, composition, time frame, and other modalities for the said transition. The third point, that at the expiration of the said 90-day period of notice, no formal contact or statement was made by the federal government of Nigeria in response to the December 16, 2020 proclamation, despite frantic attempts by agents of the federal government of Nigeria to rush to the National Assembly for amendments to the fraudulent 1999 Constitution on provisions touching directly upon many of the grave constitutional grievances raised in the Union Dispute Proclamation of December 16, 2020. Suddenly and curiously, the Caliphate North, which had for decades been adamantly opposed to the countrywide consensus on the restructuring imperative for unitary Nigeria, they declared that they were now ready for restructuring, but that they would not allow power rotation, an indication that the Caliphate North is still stuck with their born-to-rule mindset and is merely trying to buy time for itself by pretending it now accepts the restructuring therapy for this terribly sick Nigeria. Number 4, that in view of the fact that the demands of the December 16, 2020, NENA CFM were directed exclusively to the federal government of Nigeria, and considering the fact that if masters should come to the threshold of reconsideration of allegiance to the disputed 1999 Constitution as aforementioned, the first line of impact will be on the elected officials from the alliance territories, being the South and Middle Belt of Nigeria. It was determined by NINAS that consultations be extended to the elected officials from the alliance territories, particularly governors and legislatures, federal and state. Number 5, that for the purpose of this consultation, a 30-day period commencing from the midnight of 17th of March 2021 was announced by NINAS at a World Press Conference on the 17th of March 2020, being the first day after the aforementioned 90-day period of notice to the federal government of Nigeria. Number 6, that in the text of the NINAS World Press Conference statement of March 17, 2021, titled Constitutional Force Majeure, Union Dispute, and the Expiration of the 90-day Notice of Grave Constitutional Grievances. Next steps for trapped ethnic nationalities of Nigeria, ethnic nations of Nigeria. The elected officials from the alliance territories were informed that in the face of the ongoing demand of the 1999 Constitution from the consequences of the December 16, 2020 CFN, it had become necessary to take steps towards taking fuller charge of our various spaces. Accordingly, NINAS requested the elected officials to hold consultation with their own people within their various regions. In particular, the governors of the states in the alliance territories were advised to liaise with one another, sell bills to their various state houses of assembly, and work with the assemblies to pass laws by which they assume responsibility. Power and control over most of the subject matters contained in the 68 item federal exclusive legislative list of the 1999 Constitution, but by virtue of the federal government having previously confiscated all powers over those subject matters, especially powers relating to security, economic assets, infrastructure, or other subject matters. We report to you this 17th day of April 2021 that at the expiration of the aforementioned 30-day period earmarked for the said consultation, being the midnight of April 16, 2021, the NINAS Secretariat did not receive any indication that the aforementioned regional consultation had been undertaken by elected officials from the alliance territories. We further report that in what seems like a choreographed response from agents of the federal and the state governments of Nigeria to the NINAS opposition, attempts were made to distort, obfuscate, and even criminalize the straightforward self-determination campaign. The straightforward self-determination campaign of the agreed constituent component laws of the
need to erect a false narrative around that campaign. Terms like division were smuggled into the debate of the media, and the section of the media, obviously in cahoots with agents of the caliphate in Nigeria, promoted this false narrative with a former presidential spokesman, Numan Abati, describing the self-determination campaign as treason in a poorly scripted maneuver to lay ground for criminalizing the self-determination campaign. One of the governors even went as far as questioning the standing of the state men driving the historic INA intervention on the grounds that they, i.e., INA statements, were not elected by the people, and so could not be speaking for the people ahead of the governors who were elected by the people. These narrow shenanigans aimed at introducing confusion into a subject that has been very clearly articulated both within Nigeria and in the critical decision-making locations across the world, failed woefully as more and more people and groups across Nigeria step forward to embrace the diagnosis, the prescription and treatment and options offered all by NINA. For both the terminally sick Nigeria state and Nigeria's constituent component nation currently trapped in the failed Bulgarian experiment of 1914. Where things are right now.
Once again, they're still alive.
Let it be known to all.
So just continue.
That the December 2020 joint original constitutional force job, which effectively defeated the fraudulent 1999 constitution and therefore unhinged the legal basis of unitary Nigeria, in parentheses, as adduced by its chief constitutional Professor Gadudu, is a joint jailbreak action launched by the tracked constituent components of the defunct Federation of Nigeria from the Fulani operated Caliphate prison and Union of Death that unitary Nigeria has been for the people of Alliance territory since the 1966 demise of the Federation of Nigeria. B, that having overpowered and delegitimize the monstrous 1999 Constitution and having fully activated their inalienable right to self-determination, the rest of Nigeria, South and Middle Belt, aggregated as the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, NINA, have now abandoned the carcass of the defunct Federation of Nigeria to the Fulani Caliphate.
Please carry on your online.
She's still reading the statement, so just bear with us.
B, that having overpowered and delegitimize the monstrous 1999 Constitution and having fully activated their inalienable right to self-determination, the rest of Nigeria, meaning South and Middle Belt, aggregated as the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, leaders have now abandoned the carcass of the defunct Federation of Nigeria to the Fulani Caliphate and moved on with their sovereignty, even though forcefully hijacked and confiscated by the illicit federal government of Nigeria that emerged from the catastrophic bloody fiascos of 1966 to
through 1970 towards Christ's constitutional protocols as written comparative consequences of freedom, self-determination. See that with the demise of the 1999 Constitution and the unending killing and invasion of heavily armed militia masquerading themselves as headmen and bandits.
Apologies, it's a bit windy over there, but they're trying to read an entire statement for us all. Okay, I think it's just like...
Ending an invasion of heavily armed Fulani militia that are masquerading variously as herdsmen and bandits and bandits. In circumstances that progressively expose the open collusion of the Fulani-controlled federal government of Nigeria with the murderous invaders, it has become imperative for the people of Nigeria who are now faced with the dark existential threat represented by this invasion to brace up and assume full responsibility for their own safety, their own defense from armed invaders, their own economic assets, and their own future, not as individuals or small community groups, but as de facto government and governments in all ramifications adequate to meet the challenges of the aforementioned existential threats. NINES offers the framework for activating this de facto governance imperative, which begins with providing clear direction to our traumatized people and relating to the international community on their behalf. That in the face of the self-preservation steps being taken by the peoples of Nigeria to take down, dismantle, decommission, the caliphate imposition, the caliphate imposed 1999 constitution, the voyage to 2023 general election being plotted under the repudiated 1999 constitution by agents of the caliphate assumes a place of strategic and extraordinary importance, considering the direct nexus between that election and the preservation of the defeated 1999 constitution. Leaders know and hereby alerts the peoples of the Alliance territory that the mad rush of the caliphate and its agents across Nigeria to drag Nigeria to another round of national election under the 1999 constitution is informed by the caliphate's desperation to somehow resuscitate that constitution in the sense that if instead of taking down the 1999 constitution forthwith, which is well within our reach right now, with the constitutional force control, the Alliance, go for election under that constitution, we will give of constitution. Whereas if we press on as we are already doing right now, by rejecting further any national election, that is 2023 in particular, under the 1999 constitution, that constitution will be dismantled, decommissioned, and jettisoned inside the first half of 2021, paving the way immediately for transition, referendum, and the emergence of successor constitutional. It is in this regard that Nina is now informing the political merchants of the South and Middle Belt across all the political parties in Nigeria that any decision by them or their political party or another round of national election in 2020 will be interpreted as a clear-minded choice to help the enemy preserve the 1999 Constitution. And this will mean sabotaging the self-redemption initiative of the own people, the alliance. Nina strongly advocates the political parties and political merchants in the alliance territory not to put themselves on a head-on collision with the peoples of the territory in their quest for self-preservation via self-determination. And going forward, since the 2 tiers of government in Nigeria have abandoned the populace to their fate, Nina's action train now moves to the people, having allotted a total of 120 days to the 2 tiers of government in Nigeria, that is 90 days and 30 days, to federal and state government respectively, for consultation and engagement with the issue raised by the Nina's constitutional force majeure proclamation of December 16, 2020, and for the same reason stated in paragraph 5 above regarding the foreseeability, immediate impact of the consideration of alliance to the distressed 1999 Constitution on persons to whom the demands of December 16, 2020 were not addressed. The Nina strain of consultations and engagement will today, April 17, 2020, move on to the people of Nigeria. Especially in the alliance territory, who collectively own the sovereignty forcefully consolidated and hijacked by the Nigerian state via instrumentality of the imposed and fraudulent constitutional amendment of 1999. Accordingly, Nina is hereby declared a 120-day period of consultation commencing today, April 17, 2021, with the peoples of the Alliance territory, with dedicated sessions for various segments of the Nigerian society, the diplomatic community, and the international community. In this period, all segments of the Nigerian society in the Alliance territories shall be consulted and engaged with the Nina propositions as outlined in the December 16, 2020 Constitutional Force Majeure and proclamation. And this will include grassroots organizations, young people, youth organizations, political parties, the media, church networks, regional socio-cultural and socio-political organizations, organized private sector, farmers unions, traders associations, trade unions, ASU, NUPED, artisan unions, non-government organizations, organized labor, market men and women associations, Nigerian Bar Association, the Nigerian Medical Association, and such other professional groups. The Nigerian diaspora, especially those from the Alliance territories and other professional groups, the Manufacturers Associations, transport unions, including motorcycles and bicycle riders, and all other identifiable segments of society that may not have been listed here. Also identifiable statesmen and notable community leaders, including traditional rulers. A schedule of engagement with these segments of society listed herein before shall be released to the public in the form of weekly bulletins by NENA's Secretariat. These consultations shall mostly take the form of town halls, mass dissemination of flyers and pamphlets, audiovisual, street evangelism and consultation. The town hall meeting shall be virtual in some instances, considering the limitations currently imposed on the global community by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Nigerian diaspora community, especially those from the Alliance territories, are hereby mandated to organize town halls in their countries of residence to discuss and disseminate CFF-related information, just as it is done in Nigeria. As a part of the engagement in the 120-day period, NENA's requests all organizations and individuals who agree with the objectives of December 16, 2020 Constitutional Force Majeure Proclamation to declare their support loudly in public, so that the task of enlightening, rallying, and mobilizing the populace to self-determination may be expedited. It is in the context that NENA wishes to acknowledge and hail the bold example of Pastor Paul Adefarasi of the House of Rock Church in identifying the foundation of Nigeria's complex problems to be Nigeria's constitution, describing Nigeria as a scam and as a fraud. Also rejecting further access to power, that is national elections, under the toxic 1999 Constitution. NENA challenges other men and women of God in Nigeria to speak up as loudly and clearly as Pastor Paul Adefarasi has done on this raging question of the union dispute. Silence will be interpreted as support for the forces of darkness and retrogression that imposes and maintains the atrocious judiciary constitution on the federal union. Even in the midst of escalating insecurity, existential threats, excruciating poverty, and hopelessness, the purpose of this consultation is to fully acquaint the populace with the true nature of the problem confronting Nigerians and Nigeria, with a view to rallying and mobilizing that populace towards peaceful mechanisms for resolving the long-standing national question of Nigeria, including referendums and plebiscites as against the rapidly increasing towards self-help. Let it be known that upon the completion of consultation, mid-August 2020, should the demands of the CFF remain unaddressed, NENA shall proceed most expeditiously with the activation of the Declaration of Allegiance to the repudiated 1999 Constitution and for every process of the orderly internet requirement of that constitution within the context of the self-determination imperative for the constituent nationalities component of Nigeria.
The constellation of Mama which means that if without the participation of the two tiers of government in Nigeria, federal and state, the objectives of each of those 5 points of demand shall be vigorously pursued on a transcendental basis by the people of Nigeria under the guidance of leaders until they realize. In closing, let it be known to all that by the event of today, Minas has activated what one calls people's power in the difficult debates and dialogues emanating from the Constitutional First Nigeria Proclamation of December 18, 2020, which is essentially a machinery of the peoples of Nigeria to peacefully ease out of the unworkable imposed unitary constitution of Nigeria 1999 and to distill successful constitutional arrangements anchored upon the unfettered self-determination rights of the constituent components of Nigeria. As we speak, the Yoruba already gathered at the historic Mapol in the great city of Ibadan, the national capital of the Yoruba in the disputed Nigerian Union, holding the kind of rally that will progressively characterize the Minas consultations with the peoples of Nigeria. Finally, as a general response to the deluge of inquiries from the public regarding what the mission and makeup of Minas is, permit us to clarify as follows. Minas is short for Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. Minas is a self-determination movement backed as alliance of the self-determination initiatives across the 3 alliance territory blocks of the Lower Niger, the Middle Belt, and Yoruba land. The main task of Minas is to lead the dismantling of the fraudulent 1999 Constitution to end the unworkable unitary union, its voice, and to champion the processes of self-determination by which sovereignty is restored to the constituent regions of the alliance. This dismantling, which automatically frees up the hijacked sovereignties of the trapped constituent components of Nigeria, is being driven in a manner that will precipitate an orderly transitional arrangement that will midwife the emergence of successor constitutional protocols and strictly upon the self-determination rights of the constituent components of the defunct Federation of Nigeria, aggregated in formations of their choice to be ratified by regional referendum and plebiscites. While Minas shepherds the task of dismantling the 1999 Constitution, the constituent regional organizations in
initiatives will, under the guidance of leaders, meanwhile the emergence of cohesive regional charters constitutions that will form the basis of UNSC mandated self-determination referendums to terminating the failed Hungarian experiment of 1914. Thank you for your audience. By Professor Banji Akitoye, Chairman Minas, April 17, 2021. My name is Barrister Dr. Janet Pasha from New York here. Thank you.
Referendum!
Referendum!
No!
Three Coasters to our mother!
Costa, 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 Costa.
Okay, three more Coasters for our mom!
Costa, Costa,
Three Coasters to our sister!
Costa, Costa.
Costa!
For yourself too.
Three Coasters for my sister!
Costa, Costa.
Thank you. At this point, we
Hello? Referendum?
Nah.
Hello? We're going to give 3 Kosa, 3 Kiras, 3 sisters. Obviously, they don't know how to do this. How you go? 3 Kosa. Kosa.
Please give me a moment. I have an interview with one of our media agitator from New York, Yoruba. So stay tuned, please.
And that was Baba right there. Alagba Ijinle. Alagba Baba Ijinle Shewambe. I don't want to talk. Alagba Lamid Shewambe. I don't know if you guys were there. If anybody is there, okay, that's just me. Then I'm gonna just get myself back out here so we can. Let's. I'm back here. We're back in. Let me. Omaba will be back with us soon. She is doing 1 or 2 things. I want to thank you all for joining us for this long. We appreciate. I want to thank you for joining us this long. Baba Rukbori, I don't know if anybody wants to have a chat. If you do, just let us know. But we're trying to do 1 or 2 things to make things, come out and be effective and clear. Mo lérò pé gbogbo wa ti wo n tó ń lọ àti ń bá ètò yẹn àti ń tẹ̀lé ètò yẹn bó ṣe ń lọ. Adema máa padà wá pẹ̀lú àwọn èrò púpọ̀ ní wákàtí méjì síwájú. So ẹ máa retí ìyẹn ẹ máa retí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀. So n tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé a máa tún padà wá tó bá ṣe díẹ̀. So mo fẹ́ dá dúró báyìí bóyá ká mú wá sí ìbàyìí náà. So ẹ ṣeun. Ó ti padà bọ̀ nìyẹn, wọ́n ti padà wọlé nìyẹn. Ọmọ bá ṣe ti dé, ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Amen. Thank you. No, mo ti ń wòye. Okay, alágbèjẹ ẹ ṣe lè bá wa sọ one or two things. Ẹ bá wa sọ gbọ́dọ̀ nǹkan àbí méjì.
All right. Kò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ náà lọ rẹpẹtẹ ju pé ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ti dìde lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Oko nìbọn ró. Oníbí náà bá tún lórí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tún lè kan náà. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà, ẹ dìde, ẹ túyàyà. Kò tí ì tó àwọn tí wọ́n jáde yóò tó nǹkan kan rárá nínú àwọn èèyàn wa. Ṣùgbọ́n pàpà síbẹ̀ náà, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n jáde, tó gbìyànjú, tó fi àsìkò wọn sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n jáde tó lọ ṣe rálẹ̀. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn torí ọkùnrin tó ń sun rárá fọkùnrin ẹgbẹ́ àkọ́ṣẹ́ ló ń ṣe. Ẹ̀wọ̀n nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nigeria Embassy lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó ti mú fọ́tò kámẹ́rà tó ń ya pictures wọn. So ṣùgbọ́n a lè ṣe ká má rírú ẹ̀ o, irú ẹ̀ máa wáyé. Ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa fún wa ṣe. Mo dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ fi àsìkò tún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín bàbá wa AY fún àsìkò ẹmọ wákàtí tẹ́ ti wà lórí ìjókòó tẹ́ ń transmit tẹ́ ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Kò easy. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá máa bá wa fi àdúrà kẹ́ máa fi ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ àti gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n jà fún òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí kí Ọlọ́run kó jọ kó má jẹ́ ká ṣe lásán. Ọmọ pa ní ṣe lásán láìpẹ́ láìjìnà àmọ́ délẹ̀ lérí. Ẹ ṣé gan, má jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ jù.
No, ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ tán, ẹ má rẹ̀ sọ kò sí àsọjù náà ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, gbogbo wa náà ló kàn. Ẹ ṣeun, dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin náà, gbogbo wa ìjàngbara gbogbo wa àǹfààní gbogbo wa là ń jà fún lápapọ̀ tó bá ti yé gbogbo wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wọ́n ní àbùṣebùṣe ní tẹ́ bá ti tọ́rọ̀ yẹn bá ti yé gbogbo wa. So ó dáa, ó ti nínú tiẹ̀ dùn. Gbogbo wa báyìí àjọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo kìíní àjọ ń ṣe gbogbo kìíní yìí ni
àdẹjọ máa parí ẹ̀ ní lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmì àṣẹ àdélẹ̀ lẹ́yìn lápapọ̀ wọn ò ní fẹ́ ní kankan wa nínú wa ṣe àwátì nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí nígbà tá a bá gba òmìnira a máa débẹ̀ lápapọ̀ wa báyìí ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣẹ ti gùn àṣẹ wà ẹ ṣeun gan ni. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn bàbá wa mímọ̀ tí àwọn bàbá wa àròpọ̀ ewé tó máa lè sọ gbólóhùn kan àbí méjì torí a sì ń wò ó sí nílẹ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba ọmọ àsinmi fún wákàtí kan àbí méjì wọ́n máa tún padà wá. So bóyá ká kásẹ̀ ètò nílẹ̀ ká tún wá padà wá bóyá nǹkan tá a máa ṣe nìyẹn. So adé tó fi sínú ilé ìyẹn náà ní bá ṣe lè máa lò ilé ìta lò yẹn náà ni. So àkàn wọlé sí so but ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wo bó ṣe ń lọ. Alàgbà àròpọ̀ eré ṣe fẹ́ sọ gbólóhùn kan àbí méjì. Alàgbà Lamid ṣe ní nǹkan kan tẹ́ fẹ́ fi kún ọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ní gallery báyìí náà ṣe báyìí. Alàgbà Lamid ṣe ní nǹkan kan tẹ́ fẹ́ fi kún ọ̀rọ̀. Mi ò rò pé wọ́n fẹ́ sọ nǹkan kan. Okay. All right. N tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká mú wá sí òpin. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Ká tó lọ a gbọ́dọ̀ gbàgbé orin ìbílẹ̀ torí ẹ mọ̀ orin yẹn ṣe pàtàkì. Referendum la fẹ́ o, referendum gidi gan ni àdẹ gbọ́dọ̀. Kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá o. Ó ti ṣe é ṣe fún wa. Àṣírí wọn ti tú, wọn ò rí ibi sá sí mọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ẹ ṣeun adúpẹ́ olórí odidi. Àwọn odidi on kí wa ń bẹ̀ yẹn àwọn kan ní pé ká máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àgọ́ pé wọ́n really inú wọn dùn fún iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe takuntakun lápapọ̀ wa. So ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré ṣe kákọ orin ìbílẹ̀ ká tó kẹ́sẹ̀ tó lé àtúnwá padà wá wọ́n máa ti ṣetán àti padà wá. Fẹ́ má bínú ó ti rẹ bọ́dì díẹ̀. So lè kọ́ mo fẹ́ ṣe láì ẹ̀rọ lè mo fẹ́ ṣe ẹ má bínú. Okay.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí a kọ́.
So a tún máa rí yín náà kó nígbà ó kù díẹ̀ tó bá ṣe wákàtí kan àti méjì á padà ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kò ní sí wa kò ní rẹ̀ wá ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú. Ó yá ẹ jágbe rin. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wá, orí ìdí wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fáyé rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ní pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Tó ẹ ṣeun gan ni ó dìgbà kan náà àtúmọ̀rí yín bá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àgbà òmìnira yìí lápapọ̀ wa ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká ṣe ra bí òṣùṣù ọwọ̀ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká gba òmìnira yìí ó dìgbà kan náà ẹ ṣeun ó dàbọ̀ ó dàbọ̀.
Please don't close the studio. We are going to the United Nations. Just give a moment. I have a break. 5 minutes break, please.
Okay.
We are going to the front of United Nations.
What you need can close you. Oh, could you buy? What did you come close you? Okay, I'm a duro. What did you come close? So only can do Chedumano. Tell the duro. Ẹjọba wa mú mọ́ra díẹ̀ àdúró díẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan a máa wá nǹkan kan tá a máa fi ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ ẹ jẹ́ kí n wá ẹ fún mi ní ìṣẹ́jú kan kí n wá nǹkan kan bóyá kankan wọn gbé kalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ kan tiẹ̀ wáyé tí mo fẹ́ ká wò ọ̀rọ̀ a ti wà lẹ́nu kíní ti pẹ́ tá a mọ̀ a ti wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ tó ti pẹ́ tá a mọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n wá kíní ọ̀hún jáde àná mo rí nǹkan kan wọ́n sẹ́ndì nǹkan kan sí wa lánàá mo wá ń wò mo wá mi ò tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ kọbi ara sí lọ títí bọ̀tẹ́ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wo kíní ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ fojú wo lẹ́yìn náà.
a ní yàrá 40 nínú
àpò
pẹ̀lú sílẹ̀ ní ayé ìgbàlá yẹn a ní yàrá 40 nínú àpòlé tó nínú yàrá kan ẹrú 40 ló kú síbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ mo pẹ̀lú síbẹ̀ bọ́ nísà àwọn èèyàn ti ń gbé bẹ̀ bọ́tà fi méjì lẹ̀ láti lè fi máa rìn ọmọ pátá ní ìfẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹrú ni